Hey, welcome to my video here for X4. And I just wanted to throw a video out there because I know there's been some people that probably have been, I know one in particular. Brother, I'll definitely be making some videos here soon. I've been playing some other games with some friends that needed me through some tough times. But anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. Anybody new to my videos that I make, none of my videos will ever be monetized. I'm not looking for sponsorships. I'm never going to hit you with a yo 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 or ever ask you to like or subscribe. I'll only suggest that if you find whatever I do to be beneficial for you or you think it's good, then that would be good because then it just reaches other people. And I have no skin in the game. I'm not trying to sponsor anyone or anything. So I figured I wanted to show a couple things off. What I've been waiting on as I'm spending time helping a couple friends playing games that they like. Because, X4 only, I wish it had multiplayer, but it does not. But anyways, I've been waiting for a hot fix from uh, just to see if they would push any out, right? Because usually when they do a big, I'm just updating my games here. Whenever they do a um, Ubisoft does a big update, like the 7.1 was insane for squashing bugs. I was just waiting to see if like an imminent before I start a fresh game, an imminent bug comes out, right? So that required would necessitate a hot fix. So I'm still going to give it 1 week from today. So on the 15th, I'll start a new one. So, put it in stone. Now I won't be at the same tempo because I do start fall grad classes. I'm a therapist going to school to be a eventually get my doctorate. But and that's what I like. That's what this channel is all about. So it's about interacting with people. So there's no bad questions, only bad answers, no bad comments except for toxic ones. That's the only exception I'll make. Anything. You guys want to shoot the breeze? That's what this channel is here. It's a safe place for gamers. We all come here to game. I would argue, especially now going in as far as I'm into therapy now, I would say this is a very, very healthy place to go, right? As long as you don't lose yourself and it turns into a addiction. But it is a healthy place. So, anyways, let's talk a little bit more about what I'm looking at. So, I will be playing modded. Um, I don't know if they mentioned anything about. Can I do a find on this? I could bring this up. I could bring this news article up. So let me see if I actually. Well, maybe I can. I wanted to show you guys also a couple things to promote AI to you guys, not because I pay for ChatGPT 4.0 or 4.0. I'm not saying you should get ChatGPT 4.0. I use it for research reasons, right? Also, I use harpai because the assistant is its own AI that knows me, and I'm able to actually, resume research papers or some research for myself if I'm writing my own research or like a thesis or something like that. Or if I'm just diving into things, 4.0 is way above and beyond. But anyways, I use something called Harp AI. And this is what I've been trying to say for you guys to use. So you can use Monica. I paid the lifetime sub for this. I don't even think they offer it anymore, but it's insane how good these are. So if you do not have one already, please, please, please get one. It will make your life better. Embrace AI, embrace the emergence of what's going on here. If you're not using this tool, you risk being left behind, so to speak. It'd be kind of like somebody still trying to use a dial-up modem before the internet came out, and then the internet's out, and they're still using the dial-up and wondering why nobody's still using dial-up, right? We're at that point now. The one I'm here, like, see, it knows me. Like, my name's Nathan, of course. So it knows me, and it's an assistant now. So not only is it hooking in and it's using ChatGPT 4, but I can change that AI algorithm to any API I want. So I can use Gemini, I can use Claude, any of the variants of Claude, Opus, Sonnet. Anyways, let's just show you like one of the kind of cool things. So let's kind of, I'm curious if I do a search on X4 Foundations. Uh, we'll just do X4 Foundations and then go to their Steam page. And I'm using augmented Steam, so it might look a bit different. And then if we go down to their news article, I could say, uh, it would be better if I do it like this. I know it'll happen. It'll try to summarize the content of this page. So let me go to here. Here's what happens. Oh, sorry for
In
the sound. So I can, you'll see now I have summarize with harpai. I can hit this button and say, sure, do you want nested? Do you want takeaways? Do you want captions, text? If it text out the ideas, so I've never done the ideas one. Let's do that one. So it'll parse the page, listen. So like if you use it with me, it's gonna learn and then just give you information. Bam, bam, bam. So it just parsed it. So right here, it's giving you a breakdown of this 1 minute video and concise points. And if I wanted to, I could say shorten it or give me more. Do you want to? I could say abort, and then I could say something. What's? Oh yeah, yeah, of course. Um, you can do like takeaways. This one, oops, is right here. It'll feature like marker points where you can just like click on it. And this is what I've been saying. Use a AI assistant because then you could just say Bing, Bing, Bing. It'll even put a little like emoji game icon or it fits that time stamping. So it's that good. And you can ask it. Here's one thing that I've been doing. So let's abort that. Let's say, code me a. I've showed this before on one of mine. Code me a mod that adds diplomacy to X4 Foundations. And it's literally gonna code this, right? And it's very basic, but you see what I'm saying? Like it's creating the code, telling you where to put it, and it just does it, right? So that's why I'm saying use an AI assistant. Anyways, let's get back to the game. Sorry, my apologies. Just a little bit off on a tangent there. So let's close these out, and I'm going to show you what I'm looking at for mods, right? And I'm also looking for the mod authors, some of them to update if they're going to update for the 7.1. You have to give them a little bit of time. So that's the only reason I haven't updated mine. Like I'll probably be looking at this extended range because I don't understand why like the scanners work in kilometers. Like it's space, right? Aircraft have better. Our aircraft flying in the skies have better radar than these guys do. It's totally ridiculous. But what would I be doing? Well, let's take a look at one that I have grabbed in the past. So I will say that first, probably look on the workshop because here, unless you're using a mod organ, if you're going through Nexus, there'll be mods that won't be on one or the other. You just kind of have to remember them and then you have to update them. That's why I was just waiting for there to be any issues, right? So before I go into this, let me talk about some of the things that I don't mod my game with. I do use a cheat menu to get myself. Like I gotta say, it's a game-breaking bug far into the game. I've not had to use it in a long time for that though. If I want to test something really quick, I'll do that. But like I said, I've not really used that. That's about as close as to cheat as you get. Things I absolutely will 110% stay away from. Anything that changes AI economy, right? Anything that adds sectors, anything that changes the economy, anything that changes weapons, anything that introduces new ships to a certain faction, it's taken Egosoft years to get to where they're at tuning this game. And I get it, mod authors are very good at what they do. But I'm just going to trust to play in the sandbox that Egosoft has finally tuned to this point and I don't want to spend 100 hours on a game and then find out it wasn't tuned correctly, because that's kind of arguably what happened with 7.1, is that we saw like the Xenon just getting wrecked. They used to be a resource draw. We needed more. But there are some that are kind of fun. I think there was one that just came out that was like, let me see if I can't find it here. Where this after the fall, this is kind of interesting. Like it's over the Xenon of One, and you got to rise from the ashes. So if you want to play like a theme-based thing, that might be kind of cool. But the ones that I look at are things that are quality of life. Number one, like better HUD, uh, missile, any visual effect. Like fire and smoke is just insanely cool. The missile mod I'm really liking a lot. I think it's kind of cool to see the contrail. Because I thought more and more about it, and although the engine would kick in and then it would just accelerate. If you think about it, at the ranges in X4 that you're going to be firing a missile or torpedo, you're not going to like that thing's going to fire, just keep accelerating because it wants to get to as fast a speed as it possibly can. So it's going to keep go, 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 go. It's not going to just burn out, do a real fast burn, and then coast. That would be like a stealth missile. That'd be kind of cool to have a missile that would just burn and then maybe fire like shut off everything and then it just fires a few like miniature thrusters to throw its trajectory off. So if it was detected coming in on this path, it fires it off to the side. But then you think sensors would pick it up, and maybe you could have like a stealth missile. But I did find a mod that introduced that and stealth torpedoes, and it was so broken, man. I had them being used against me, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, what is going on? I'm like in a katana. I'm getting hit by nuke missiles, like being fired from. They weren't torpedoes. They were like nukes going off around me nonstop, and it was really cool. But not trying to do that, right? So let's talk about some of these other ones. I always wanted to look at this one because it's a really popular mod, and I'm a Star Wars nerd, so Sector Satellites is a given for me. I think certain things in this game, like improved hull laser, is not overpowered. It just makes your laser like actually work. Like you're not going to repair a large ship with it, and if you got a medium ship, it's going to take a long time, but um, it's still good. For small ships, it's really good. Sector Satellites is just it's quality of life, and like does anybody want to go flying around to try to find some little tiny needle in the haystack? No, the satellites are doing what they should do. You deploy, it has different satellites that will do all sorts of different stuff, as well as interdicting people or just a lot. There's a lot of things they do, but one of them it's extremely expensive, but you deploy it and it's scanning that entire area. Like it's now powered on, it's sitting there, and it's now going to start looking intently in the area around it. So, I love this one. That's the, where you fire out, you shift three, fire it out. I laugh because it's from the movie Spaceballs. Some of these they're hilarious. The cheatless option on Signal Leak Hunter, I love this. Signal Leak Hunter is an amazing mod. Traders sell modification parts, makes sense, right? Like, why would they not? Come on now. Auto Trader, Tater Trade I use more, but yeah, it just goes without saying. I'll use Tater Trade all day, every day, and on Sundays. Let me look at some more of the popular of all time. Flyby Looting, anything that's made by the Assailer, he's got a lot of. There's a couple of them. Him and I Forgot My Socks are amazing. Recycle ships at stations, nice. Reverse engineering, I'm not sure if it's here, but that one's really cool. You have to have a shipyard. There's Stater Trade. Fire and Smoke, the mod I told you about, just insanely cool. Makes it so much more visually impactful. Let's look at some of these other ones. I'm just kind of going around. I wouldn't mess with this. Reputation to Professions is actually really cool, but there's a couple things you need to turn off on this because I don't know. Regardless, it's a really cool idea. Trust me. Like QWERTY has knocked it out more often than not. Mules, I had this installed. I didn't use it too much, but I started to see might make sense. Surface element targeting. I think this also QWERTY. Mod author, great. Um, Something I probably use. I'll be going over all this more. This is more me just like saying, hey man, I'm still here. I've not disappeared, but I'm not launching in for probably another couple days here. So the 15th, I'll be doing it, and then I'll go over and figure out everything. Employee training. Um, I don't know. I might look at this. I had one where you could build research tech like institutions. It was really cool, man. Like Bozo would research these institutions, and you could send your guys to war school, right? Like or training or pilots or trading school or whatever. It's just ridiculous at how slow your guys are in experience. So having a way to train them makes a lot of sense to me. Big black market. Yeah, this one makes sense. Like why is it that they'll buy like the pieces that make something, but they won't buy the final product? How does that make sense? Of course they're gonna want the final product because then they could just upsell it to the next, Joe comes through, right? Yeah, so that was kind of a overlook. Yeah, basically anything that's I think I would use better drops and missions and I'd tune this one. Social standing and citizenship. This is the sketchy one. It's maybe QWERTY, it's good, but the reason I say it's sketchy is because you won't get military licenses until you've like earned not only rep but have done so much with that faction to earn a certain type of almost citizenship, which kind of makes sense if you think about it. Maybe I'll use that mod. It sucks, but it is what it is. Alternatives to death is awesome. I also use emergency teleport, but I may only use alternative to death because you can actually go around and buy a clone of yourself, and your consciousness is put into that clone. Um, because you could say with the emergency teleport, like no matter how fast it's going to be, you might still be damaged. You can also have like your empire is inherited by somebody else, so in your family line. So it's kind of cool. It really adds like a layer to it. Again, made by QWERTY. Cleaner HUD, anything that messes with HUD, stuff like that. I won't go over all this. I'll see if you do go to here. Uh, an easy way to find your mods is to simply go to Foundations. Um, wow, it's messed up. It doesn't have me logged in right now. Well, I'm not going to log in because it'll ask for a security code from me. But you could say explore all mods, refine results, and then you could just go. This is what I usually do. Hit this, change it by, we'll say, unique downloads. That means let's say I download a mod 3 times. That's counted as a towards the overall 3 downloads, but I only uniquely downloaded it as one time off an account. So you could do that and then look at the audio and see if there's anything that sticks out to you. It's not to say that there's stuff not hidden way off, but maybe you're a Firefly fan, want to listen to some of that, characters and then apply filters. And then you can kind of go through here, cheats, I guess, if you want, gameplay, apply filters. To just be looking for tags to deal with that. Apologize for attack is absolutely amazing. Um, but yeah, so that's some of the things. I will be back right now. Like I said, I've been playing PvE mode co-op on Escape from Tarkov with friends. So I'll probably be putting a video up tonight. Maybe I'll live feed it, but I won't have chat open. I do have a second monitor coming, and it's for school. I've got my notepad, so what I've been doing is using the S9 Plus, Samsung's notepad for school. I use for school, but I've been using that to I can't type on it though. It's like I could, but it's kind of awkward. Um, but yeah, just bear with me, guys. I will be back. We'll have a lot of good fun with X4. I will be installing mods, and I'll explain every mod as I go to do it. And we're gonna do the zero to heroes. So yeah, it'll be fun, but with mods. So it's of course gonna be easier than vanilla. But the things I'll use will be um, I'll usable in a not in a vanilla game. You don't have to rely on mods to do the things I'm doing. It's just my time also is going to be a lot more precious to me as school starts because I've got some pretty heavy classes for fall. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to be gaming. Hell yeah, still got to get my game on, right? Anyways, you guys take care. I will catch you in the next video. You can see I'm super janky. I've tried to get the hotkey to work on OBS. It's not working so great. So it is what it is, you know. And I'm also gonna probably get my camera working so I can engage with you guys more when I have my second monitor up, so you can see who I am and everything and all that good jazz. But be good. I'm always here. Yeah, I might start a new Discord channel up, and it will be for no reason other than for gamers to simply chill. Um, or I'm gonna figure some sort of alternative out, maybe I think for that, because as a, you know, with the field I'm going into, it's just more and more apparent to me that, you know, people are going through hard times. It sucks, man, and sometimes you get really down, and a lot of us turn here, and having a healthy atmosphere to just chill, be anonymous if you want, absolutely, anonymity, hide behind the anonymity of you know, the internet, and then, you know, if you want to have a chat, you know, I'm not licensed yet, so I don't want to put any false things out there. And anything I talk with anyone about, well, I am in one area, so I can't really kind of go into that, but um, HIPAA stuff and all that good jazz. Not to mention the name, the reason. Yeah, I don't want to be all cryptic. Anyways, yeah, there's. But I will be doing my LMHC here hopefully soon, and then going on for my doctorate in psychiatry. So, um, anyways, you guys take care, and like I said, happy gaming. And sorry I've not been there lately, but you guys probably confused seeing me playing Tarkov. Hey man, I'm an eclectic gamer. If you look at me, but when I'm finding myself gravitating are more towards games that are like um how do I put it? I'm a Star Wars nerd, so of course I like sci-fi. Anything co-op I play, you'll see here are friends. I'm, you know, XCOM fan. Some of these are developers I actually know or I've interacted with. Like I know the this guy. I know the guy from, although it's no longer just him. I think he's got a crew, but he's out of Turkey and he's an amazing guy. And he actually I say support this guy. There's certain developers you want to support because these guys are doing it right and they're doing it good and they're giving all their heart to it. Star Tech, this game's been in development for so long, but this guy, he initially put the game out because he was trying to get his girl through high school or college, you know. He's a down to earth, super cool guy. Taking him a long time, but he's making the game that he wanted, and he never made any. But he doesn't abandon it. Starcom, amazing game. I don't know the developer from here. I like Planet Crafter because I like to just chill sometimes. I haven't played it recently, but Occupy Mars, I mean, I can't wait for the next update to come out on this and try it out. Nobody Wants to Die is very trippy. I've got some problems with it though. I'm one of those people who thinks too much on certain games like this. But the crust is, oh my God, you guys probably will laugh if anybody's watching this video and saw me try to do a live stream of that. I'm probably going to be uninstalling this. Cyber Knights, I can't talk gush more than enough. And I haven't played it a lot here. Obviously, I'm just letting the game mature. But look at their update schedule. And these are substantial. They're on update 125. Substantial updates. And this is all what the Treasy brothers, I'm probably saying it wrong. These guys kick rear end and I will go into it maybe some more, but this is a developer that you want to support. They've since now have a little bit bigger studio and people actually working for him, but he literally used to be the two brothers. One was really good at coding, the other guy would do the artwork, and he just learned as he went along. Amazing. It's simply amazing. I always keep, where's the one I usually keep on here? Colony Ship. I talked to one of the devs when they first were starting off. Not talk, but through Discord, you know, just chat, type chat. But very interesting, very cool game. Definitely would look at it. It was a success story. It came out of EA. They followed. See, this is, if you want to see how an EA game is done right, absolutely look at Colony Ship. This is the flag ship of how you should do things, right? So basically what they did was they had four pricing models. They set mile markers. They had a roadmap from day one. And they said, here's our roadmap. This is the game right now. It costs this much, right? So I think it was like half of what it is now. I don't know how much it's going for. What is it? Go ahead and just mute that music. Um, okay, $40. So I think when I got it, it was 20, right? And here's what they did is every time they hit one of their mile markers, they upped the game by like $5 or $10. And then they would say they would say before that, they would say, hey, we're about to release this content. When we get to this point, if we get to this point, we're updating it. And they did. Only a couple times did they ever miss, like by a day or two or a week due to, understandable. But you knew where they were at, you knew what they were doing, you knew why they were doing it, how they were doing it. They interacted with the community. They're very transparent in everything they were doing. It's simply an amazing game, and I really encourage you to check it out if you're a fan of CRPGs and a sci-fi unique kind of atmosphere. Forever Skies also. These guys I have not talked to. I would love to pick their brain because yeah, a very interesting story behind this game. And you just sit, it's on my. You can see like a play where I started to play the Crust and then just migrated to this on a live thing. But this is an amazing game. It was based off of these developers heard about a city that's basically near them or they live in it. I'm not sure. But anyways, the city is gonna the air quality is gonna be so bad it'll be unlivable in the future just due to pollution and everything we're doing on Earth. So this kind of takes us into context. It's basically like 100 years into the future, and things have just gone. Earth is uninhabitable below a certain level, and so mankind has had to go to a. We have a space station in orbit. Um, and but now there's some sort of virus, like a plague, and it turns out the plague may be found back on Earth, but it's uninhabitable. So they've already sent two teams down, and it looks like it's promising. Like there might be, they just lost contact with the second team, so now you're the third team being sent in to find out what happened to the original group, right? It is going to have co-op. It doesn't have it, I think, currently, but the game has a holistic approach. Again, they're very transparent as to where they're at, very engaging, always updating their game on a regular basis, and it's a lot of fun and looks really nice. Reminds me a lot of Subnautica, which I, can't speak good enough. Necess, I'm going to be playing that because apparently a graphics update or something. I don't know. And now I'm starting to lose myself. Pal World I never could get into. It was kind of hilarious. I thought it was kind of funny that you could have Pokemon fighting each other with miniguns and stuff. I was like, what? But I never got into it that far. Most of these games I haven't, like, we're ramming it. I'm like, hey, let's check this out. Whoop, 39 minutes. That kind of is my time, right? So when you see me with a game where I've spent, I don't know, 1,000 hours, it's kind of embarrassing. But anyways, you guys take care. I don't want to keep rambling on. So you guys be good, be well. Please leave me a comment. I promise to respond to each and every comment that comes along. But X4, brand new start, starting on the 15th. I'll probably do a live thing. Unfortunately, I won't have my monitor by then, but I'll use my my tablet still, and I'll just have to reply to people audio. I won't be able to type replies on. Anyways, you guys take care, and if you guys want to see anything or there's anything on this list, you have any questions, anything, or you express it, you're like, hey, bring in it. If you have already cool mods, please throw them at me for the 15th run. If there's some mods that you think my filter, personal filter, nothing that changes factions. I don't want beyond my relation to them. I don't want anything to upset the balance that Microsoft has worked so hard to craft. But I would love to find some new fresh mods. So please share your ones with me. Until then, take care, happy gaming, and be safe. And I'll awkwardly hit the button as you're looking at this. All right. Catch you guys around.